We take you over to the par 3 12th. Fred Couples set to go.
Really interesting little par 3 bunker right in the middle of the green. And today's hole location over to the left side.
Fred Couples, a 3-time runner-up, including last year here at the Mitsubishi Electric Championship. He's played well here, but he hasn't been able to cut through the winner's circle. Fred Couples for birdie.
This down the hill, just a little left-to-right movement in it. Ooh, catches the right edge. With pace.
Back to 13.
Fred was way over on the left-hand side of the fairway.
115, really good angle. First cut, shouldn't have a problem. Little pitching wedge, just controlling the flight. Left of the flag. Not his best.
So good save there by Colin. Fred Couples isn't interested in a par, though. Interested in a birdie. This from 22, 23 feet. Didn't hit it.
Now Fred Couples also in a very popular spot in the right rough.
Yeah, Freddie drove it way up there. He's only got 232 to the hole, 217 to the front right part of the green, John, and that's exactly where he's going to be looking. He just has to carry that cross bunker, which is no problem for Fred. Perfect lie.
He can put this hybrid way up in the air.
This will be Fred's 3 hybrid. Taking it up the right side, gets a bounce.
Just a little bit more and it'll get there just on the edge.
That's a good leave though, right across the green.
Yes, it is. This is possible here, John Cook, for Fred Couples off the green.
Yeah, a number of options here, John. He could pitch it, he could hybrid it, he could loft it. He does have a little bit of a spine to go over, but he's elected to putt it, which is a safe play. Going straight back down the wind. Good 65, 70 feet. Once it gets over the ridge, it should take off, and it struggled to get up there.
That, by his standards, is extremely poor. Fred Couples, after that poor approach, has this for birdie.
John, I thought maybe that wasn't quite the right choice. I would have thought he would have pitched it just to get it running up, on the green and then run out.
With his touch, I totally agree. I mean, he's one of the best in the business.
Yeah, this is a good 12 feet right here. Should move a little bit to his left.
Well, I guess you don't have to get it that if you can putt that well, huh?
4 is a 4 is a 4 is a 4.
Absolutely. So he's just a shot back.
Fred Couples second at the par 4 15th.
Fred's got 126 after a monster drive. Just going to chip a little 9-iron in there.
That is a huge drive, 126 in this hole. I love this hole, John Cook. I think it's a beautiful hole.
It was one of my favorites, Lanny. In comparison, Tom Watson had 190, hit 4 there about 20 feet.
Well, Rocco Mediate set the pace earlier today with a 7 under par 65. Gene Sowers on the golf course at 7 under par. Fred Couples looking at a good opportunity at birdie at 15 to get to 7 under, share of the lead.
Guys, he hit a beautiful little 9-iron in here, controlled the flight. 12 feet, breaking right to left. Ripped it.
That looked like a guy that was worried about the greens being a touch slower and tried to give it just a touch more, Cookie.
Yeah, he flushed it, no doubt about it.
So after that big tee shot and 124 left, Cookie's still not in.
He's not in, and I'm sure he's thinking to himself, well, Tom Watson just made 3 from 190.
Funny game. Happens to you. You can hit it close with any club and make any putt. Turns it right around.
Pay attention to this one.
He is, too. To his credit, he's not giving it the Scott McCarron walk around.
I mean, it's outside the hole, but it's definitely left edge.
Goes cross-handed on these short ones. I like his stroke so much cross-handed. I'm really surprised he doesn't use it on longer putts.
Even with the back issues, Fred has remained tremendously flexible over the year.
Just one of his great attributes, Mark. He's really flexible, still has that beautiful turn. Very powerful lower body. Oh, he flighted this one. And beautiful looking drive.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting. He sort of milked that one, really.
Hit that little squeezer out there.
Yeah, out there nicely, though.
Fred's got 152, Mark, after that little squeezer, little controlled driver down there. Went in out of the left. Only has 140 to carry that left, which is what he's looking at.
Yeah, once again, you just don't want to go long here.
Flight down a little 8-iron.
He wants to.
Yeah, it's going to the right. Okay, did.
Not his absolute best, but
Even as slow as these greens are, it should peel right to left pretty good.
I think he's been underrated throughout his career, especially on long. I mean, he has a little trouble. He gets closer to the hole from time to time. That one is smashed.
Just like the last hole, just smashed it right through the break.
Now to 16.
Fred Couples for par.
Even in the first round, you got to pay attention to these.
No fives for Freddie today.
Beautiful rhythm.
He's got a good angle. He's on the side of the tee. Tells me he's going to take it a little more direct route here. This is also an 8-iron. It's going to flight it just a little.
Also another really good shot, even better than Monty's. Two lovely shots there.
But he knows exactly what this does. He knows the speed. He knows the speed that he wants to hit.
Cookie, is this about the distance where he'll go cross-handed coming in? There you go.
I believe so, absolutely. I think this is where he really wants to keep that putter on line. Doesn't have to worry about speed.
Wow. Well, three pretty good opportunities, and they all walk away with par.
Couples, after a golden opportunity missed at 17 on the tee at 18.
Going with less than driver. This is that trusty 3-wood he's had for a long time. Only needs to fly at about 240 to carry this first bunker. Wind down out of the right.
And I would think, Cookie, that's where he's trying to hit it, is right over that bunker. And he
He
did.
smashed it.
Trackman Tracer technology. Carries at 272, 22 feet of curve.
That's a big carry for 3-wood, 272. That's
Well,
further than most of the numbers we've seen with driver. Great look here at what Freddie's looking. Bunker on the left, not really even a thought with wedge in your hand. He can carry right to the flag.
Lanny, these are shots early in the season where it tell you where your game is. If you expect if he's in form to not be anything more than 6 or 8 feet.
That's exactly right, John. No question. I mean, when you're on, you hit a shot from here, and you're swinging well, and you know it's going to be inside 10 feet. He stayed with that one, so I guess he likes it.
Tiny bit deep, but not bad. Not great, but 12 feet.
Right over the flag, though. Right at it. Squat down to look at a putt, and you all of a sudden realize how careful he's being with a lot of things he does so that not to aggravate it. Oh my, just out to the left a little bit. Wow.
That looked good for a long time. Teased him.
Really did. I mean, halfway there, he'd made it. Sure expected it to fall right. It usually does.
Still, birdies, no bogeys, with a little bit left out there.
And no telling how much he's played. My guess is wouldn't be a lot.
Not a ton. He does play a little at home. He gets down to the Madison Club and play a couple of games here and there. Betting in Newport Beach at Big Canyon.